Hello, all of you Vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Planet Coaster, where we are going to continue some spooky stuff, because, you know, it's just that time of year. I've done a little bit of work on the old cemetery here. We'll go through some of the changes. First, I actually did get some those crows. I love those crows so much. Oh, they're so loud, though. I did get some actual rows of tombstones and things in here. I don't know why there's so much light coming up out of this one, but whatever. And we'll put a skeleton in there. I think that one works as a billboard. So, you know, we can make it play the Cosmic Cow logo if we wanted to. Yeah, sure, let's make it Chief Beef. Will it not be Chief Beef? Oh, wait, it's off right now. Chief Beef is buried there. What does this gravestone PNG look like? It just looks like that. So that would be an image I could edit, or, you know, give me an idea of what size I would need. I could, like, make it say something in there. I don't know what I would really do with that. I'm not that creative. But they're easy to make in Photoshop, apparently. But I need to add, like, you know, go through here and paint the ground, like, so it's not as green. Because right now it's just a little too green to be a cemetery. What I need to do is get the rock, go real low intensity, bring my size up, and just kind of like go over this area just to give it like the grass is dying out and just leaving exposed rock. Just a bit. Like, we don't need to overdo it right here. Just enough to say that it looks kind of like the grass is definitely dying out in this area. And I may even come back in with the other rock as well. And this area, you'll probably remember I had all completed with fencing, and now it doesn't have any. I'll show you why in just a second. Though you can probably see why, honestly, if you just look over to the other side for a second. I redid the fence. I gave it a little bit more. I don't know. It's just, it looks better now. We'll take a look at it here in a minute. Go there. I don't know if this is actually all going to wind up being the spooky area. It seems like it might be a little large. Because I wanted to do like an enchanted wood too. I mean, I could tie the two together, I suppose. But, I don't know. We'll have to see. There we go. So, what I did with the fencing, never did finish off my crypt though. What I did with the fencing was come in here and actually create individual buildings. There's 3 different buildings here. There's a plain one with a gargoyle, and then the one with the light. So that they're real easy to duplicate and move down to here. So like this guy here, I can just Control X, and then to continue it down, look at that, simple. And then you just kind of get it roughly in place, and then rotate it around, because it does not rotate on the middle, or does it? I can't remember. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them rotate on the end, some of them rotate on the middle, and I haven't yet figured out why there's a difference. But it's really not that big of a deal. Basically, what I'm going for is lining it up with this little edge right here, so that the stone covers that whole little edge. That's what I'm going for. Just like that. And then that just will get continued all the way down to there. It probably means, though, I don't need these lights in here anymore. Let's look at it at nighttime and see. I may not need those. What do I have down here? Down here, though, I have one in between. So down here, I probably don't need the lights, but at the other end I do. Yeah, that'll work. That works, but I think it looks a lot better. And I've also gone through, I don't know that the lights, the lights are not included on the gargoyles, but I do have lights buried underground to light up the gargoyles at night, just to give them kind of a more ghostly appearance. So today I want to get maybe another smaller crypt in, or probably just some graves here, a small crypt here, and then graves in the middle. And with the small crypt right here, I want to put in our new staff member, which is King Ghoster. He's so awesome. Tell me this guy's not cool. Look at him. He's so... Let's pause him and take a good look at him here. Wow, your shoes fart there, buddy. Look at him. He's so awesome. He's even got like the little skulls on his shoes. Is that not awesome? He's cool. He is very cool. Yeah, we're gonna put him. Probably gonna tie him to a entertainment point that'll be inside a crypt, so that people kind of come to him. I don't know. I may let him wander. It's hard to say. Actually, let's see. Can I set up a roster based on just like this tree? I can. Ooh, okay, that might work then. But I want him to also come this way. There's really nothing here that, yeah. So what I'll do is include that building, and this is King Ghoster. That way he just comes right back here and nowhere else. I think that's going to be what we want from him. So you are the one that is named after you, King Ghoster. And we need to give you a bit of a raise, and then we'll train him up and all that, but I'll do that just in my own time instead of doing it here. Yeah, there we go. I want him to just go up and down this main walkway. I don't think I really need to tie him to an entertainment point. He's so awesome. To you too. Anyways, let's get started here on the fencing. So, or actually, let's finish out the graveyard. And honestly, I could probably just, let's see. Can I grab a few of these and then duplicate them? I can't. I always forget that I can't duplicate them. So let's just put a few in here, and along with some trees. I do like the spooky trees, and I want it to be daytime so I can see what in the world we're doing. So let's duplicate some trees, shall we? Let's get a big one right here in the corner. And put it right like that. And then get a completely dead one over here. Right. Oh, why are we suddenly on the ground? Do you not want to stand up for me? Okay, fine. We'll do it this way. Nature. These are just all called dead. Dry trees, so we'll just go dead. There we go. There you go. Now you're where you need to be. I think this is supposed to be for, like, the arid area. But I'm using them for this because I think they look perfect for a spooky area. We'll fill in some trees here on this part, and then we'll do some scrub bushes, and then we'll continue the cemetery here in a minute. We might put some more crows up in these trees. I don't know. I like the crows a lot, if you can't tell. And then we'll put one more small one, like right here. And then this will be another area. Maybe not as nice looking tombstones. Maybe we'll use some more of this. I don't know. I need to find the lid for this actual crypt piece, though. The coffin. I can't find the lid for it. Let's go into filters. And, nope. I want content pack spooky. It's probably not going to be in building pieces, though, but I'll give it a shot. Yeah, not in building pieces. So let's go in here and try coffin. Yeah, there is a coffin lid. Okay. Alright, it's right there. Alright, so what I want to do is say X and then click, and then that should bring it up on the right axis here. Right where I need it to be. Yeah? I just want this one just to have a lid, and that'll be fine. So, hi, King Ghoster. Are you entertaining the Chief Bee lady? You're so awesome. There we go. Somebody asked me why I didn't make a crypt actually for the opening, because, well, that's usually not how they work. That's fine like that. I don't think I need anything else in there. It just looks nice and dead. I wish I had, like, some dead flowers. That would be cool. If we had some dead flowers. Do I have dead flowers? I don't have dead flowers. What do I have in flowers? Oh my god, he is so freaking hilarious. I have the creosote, but that's not a flower, really. I want, like... So what I want to do is be able to have a flower, like, stuck down in here and make it look like somebody's just left flowers for somebody, but I want them to be dead looking. And that's not going to work because these are just too big. Wait, they're just... See? What is he singing? What are you singing? I can't quite make it out. Why are you just staying there? You can go elsewhere, buddy. You're really going to cause a traffic jam eventually. Let's move him down here and see if he just goes right back to that spot again. Yep, looks like he's just going to go right back to that spot again. Well, that's disappointing. I wonder if I should do tombstones here or just other stuff, like put some bats and things like in some woods here. Yeah, let's do some really dense woods right here. I don't want more cemetery just yet. We'll continue the cemetery here. But this is where we can put some of the creosote and things. Actually, we can put some of it down in here as well. Just to continue adding to the dead factor here. I want to bury him down just a little bit. There we go. That's good. Put one about there. Some of them can have a little bit of color, but not too much. You can go right about there. Right, that looks good. Just throwing in some random ones just to break things up a bit. So it's just not just ground and trees and tombstones. Oh, we need to get our skeleton inside of that one. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Where are those exactly? Let's go content pack spooky and find our skeletons. There they are. Where is the one that jumps out? I mean, I know they're all animatronics, but I want the one that jumps out, like sits up. Is it this one? Let's align the surface. No. Oh, we can have him clawing his way out, but that's not quite what I want. That might work. That might work. What are you doing? That might work. He's a hanging one, so he won't work. He's a hanging one, he won't work. Alright, so it's going to be one of these laying down guys. So we can have a guy trying to claw his way out. That's just so creepy, but let's do it. Alright, let's get him at the right angle here. Okay, so down about like this, and then down, and then over. So I don't want your arms going through the edges, though. Are your arms still going through the edges? No, actually, they're grabbing on just fine. I could probably rotate him around just a little bit here. Like, a little bit in this direction. And then how's he down here at ground level? Oh, wow, he's clawing it like nothing up there. So we need him to actually go down a little farther. So his hands are right there on the edge. Oh, but then he just doesn't look like he's doing anything. Okay, so what if then he's clawing at the back of the tombstone to get out? Let's try that. Let's reset his rotation. So where'd you go? Where are you? There you are. So let's move him around like this. And then we'll make it look like he's clawing at the back of his tombstone to get out. So this way and up. And in a little bit. Yeah, this should work. I can make this work. Alright, and over. And back just a bit. That'd be terrifying for children, won't it? Yes, it will. I think that's got it right there. Yeah? Pretty sure. Yeah, and then he just kind of disappears off into down in there. How's that looking in light? In nighttime? Does he need a light on him? I think that light over there will be enough. And then I'd kind of like there to be some smoke or something here. Just to cover up that big hole. Yeah, I really think I'd like some smoke coming out of there. Some mist? Maybe just some mist. Let's put this in here. That's a pretty big one. I might not need that much mist. That's what she said. I know somebody said it. Go ahead. I know somebody, when I said it's a pretty big one, said that. Alright, so does that actually get the mist still coming up out of the ground to kind of hide that hole? Or no? From a distance, yes. But then it also hides him. Okay, let's do a small one. Where's the small one? That might be more of what we need. That's more of what we need right there. What color do we want it to be? We want to keep going with this green color that we've been doing down there? Or do we want to go purple? Or, you know, because purple's kind of spooky colors. Or do we want to go like red and put a red light down there? Ooh, that might not be a bad idea. Let's just go. Let's keep it green. I mean, I think I will throw a light down there. Yeah, let's throw a light down there. So I need to get rid of this filter. Reset. Go back here. Go to lights. And wait for the game to take forever to load. Oh, that light's huge, though, compared to this. I've never really looked at these lights this close up. I didn't realize they were this big. Wow. Man, these things are huge. When did they... Have they always been this big? Probably. Yeah, this is probably not going to work then. Because that's just... Maybe if I bury it way down here and then tilt it back. Let's see. And then just take the color off of it. Just a bit. Darken it. Sorry. Down just a bit here. Like that. Where did my mist go? Did I not place it? I must not have. Okay. Well, let's put that back in. I could have sworn I placed it, though. And then that was here. Mist small. Right, like about there. And then we did it in green, yeah? We did it in green, yeah. There we go. Maybe I just never did that. That should work. Okay, now let's go to the other side and we'll get the footage sped up. Guessing multiple shops are too expensive. Too bad. Anyways, we'll get the footage sped up. We'll get this little wooded area filled in, and then we'll move on down, fill in the fencing, and do some stuff here, and then hopefully maybe have a little time to get started on a little something that's going to go right here. And I do mean a big little something. So enjoy the Planet Coaster music. And as dusk falls, here in the spooky area of the park, about 2 hours have passed. Actually, about almost 2.5 hours have passed of building time. I just realized I have a weird thing just sitting there. I was going to do something with that earlier, wasn't I? I was following King Ghoster around. Pretty pleased with how it's turning out so far. I like my wooded area that's just, well, it's just bats. I mean, it's all it is. It's really creepy. At night, though, you get like, what are you guys looking for? You get, just a bunch of red eyes staring out at you from the trees. Because they're all at different levels, just kind of hidden in there. And, of course, there's a couple flying, flapping their wings. Which, you know, once I restart the game, those two will be in exact sync. That bothers me a little bit. I may tie them to something else. I don't really know what, but we'll see. I like the bathroom being kind of at the side here. I was really hoping some of those new light-up windows would fit right there. But wasn't meant to be. Whoop, went too far. This area is way too bright, though. I think what I need to do here is move just one of these guys like up to right above this here. Actually sink this back, move it over here, and put it like right there, and then get rid of the other one. I don't know, the Cosmic Cows, the right well, I just realized now we have a burning cross. People are going to call me a racist. Oh, well. Not racist. Well, I don't know the Cosmic Cows is the right vibe for this area, but then again, none of these stores are, because these people are all happy and cheerful, and everything's bright colors inside of all the shops. So no shop is really going to do much for us. King Ghoster, I tell you what, after a little bit with him in the background building, I was ready for him to go. He gets pretty obnoxious. But so we've got this area here. We just need to put some trees in behind it, and then maybe one more crypt here that is open towards the front and just has some of these guys, the actual coffins inside of them. I don't think I need any more shops. I probably, you know what though, I probably could use a gift shop in this area. I mean, that's gonna be it in the way of shops and bathrooms for this whole big area here. So I mean, I could always like work in some shops down here in a couple areas, but there's gonna be a pretty substantial house right here. So I'm not really sure. And by the way, speaking of houses, I wanted to get an idea real quick. Not that I want to copy exactly what they did, but I do want to get an idea of how this fence was done. Come on, lag on in. There you go. So they just put the fence down, and it looks okay without having like a lot of extra elements to it. So we could probably get away with doing the same, and I think the same thing was done on this one, yeah? Come on, lag on it. Oh my lord. A cat just found their way into my office, and I don't know how that's even possible. Because it's supposed to be cat-proof. We spent a long time today making it so cats could not get in here, so I'm not sure how that happened. But anyways, yeah, we're going to have a fenced-in area out front with some spooky trees and stuff happening in those spooky trees. And then the building kind of offset to one side. And it'll have one of the rides, a dark ride that goes up in it, around it. And then down underground for like a basement. And then it comes back up and is done. And there you go. That's where it's going to go. And then I don't know what's going to go in these other areas. We'll probably work in the witch somehow. I'd really like to somehow have it to where she's not. And by the witch, I mean magic twirl here. I don't want her just there. You know, I don't want her to just be like suddenly, boom, here I am. I want to kind of like hide her backing around something. So I'm thinking maybe do some trees and a path and have her back a little bit. But this ride doesn't get a lot of attention as is, so I may not be able to get away with that. I may have to just have it like right here out front and center. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it all works out. I was kind of also hoping to work in like a science experiment gone wrong, because this thing has such a retro look. We need daylight. I mean, this ride has such a retro look that I really think we could make it fit really well if I could do just like a laboratory, a really creepy, spooky laboratory. That thing's got the big brain in the middle. I'm spinning it around because the cars spin. I know the ride doesn't spin, the whole thing. But that's kind of what happens when you have this thing going. But so I'd kind of like to use the Cycola, is that what it's called? Yeah, I'd kind of like to use it on the one end. And then a dark ride. And I wouldn't mind somehow working in a roller coaster behind all of that. I just don't know what kind of coaster just yet. And so there's lots to think about, lots to do still here in the spooky area. But next time we will finish up this little bit of the graveyard. I may finish it up on my own time. And then we'll definitely in the next time get into our building here. And by the way, I remember a minute ago I said it's going to be offset just a little bit to one side. That is because of this wooded area. I want you to have a good view of the whole house here when you come in. And I think it's kind of a nice looking place, honestly. It definitely is, well, spooky. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.